Are you still here? Do any of you know my friend Christy? She's hurt right now. She can't come. There's a spirit here that's asked for her before too. Yeah, I think it was 302. He's like, "Where's Christy?" I tell her that, it kind of creeps her out. She's got her own spirits at home too, and one of them she says has acted evil before, and she tries to keep her place clear. She also has I guess one of her kids who passed away. He visits on his birthday.
Aww.
But he visits he looks like he's dirty, just, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah.
Huh.
So what spirits are in this area? Because I don't usually go on this side of the building. Is Anna here? Dawn or Scott? What? Do you mind these people staying here tonight? It's evil?
Yeah.
That sounded like she was saying that.
I heard that.
Are you talking about other spirits or us or what? What's evil? Let's say leave. Haunting? Did I say haunting?
Yeah.
Spirit. What was that noise before then? Did you hear that? It was like a weird moan. It's like, ooh.
Yeah. Like,
Unless that was one of the drunk people. I don't know. It sounded like it was in here. So is this place haunted? Is this a good haunted room? What about 211? That's right next door, right?
yeah, 311, yeah.
Or 311,
Do you want
yeah.
me to pull the chair up for you? So you can sit down, or you pull that up for you?
Yeah, if you don't mind, thank you.
No.
Since it
Thanks
wouldn't
so
let
much.
us in next door, we're gonna come here.
Oh, it is open. We can go next door.
Yeah, but we couldn't get in earlier.
Oh.
That's what I meant.
You probably could do a switcheroo if you wanted to.
That was the funny part. Well, when she said,
But this room looks a little bit nicer
the
than
lights,
that.
the lights wouldn't come on. The whole thing, but we couldn't get the key in the lock.
That's weird. She couldn't get the light on. That's weird.
I'll come up because he finally took the keys.
And what's with that black light in there?
Yeah.
Or UV light. Yeah. Do you know any of our names? Have you seen me before? Can you touch some of these here if you're having trouble talking? We could see the lights. These devices won't hurt you. Got one here with a green light you can make flash. And this round pod you can touch it. Oh, it's doing it. Look. Thank you so much. Can you make it go to red? All the way over? Make the green light go to red, please. Can you show us what you can do? Are you done? Is that it? What about this thing here with the antenna? Can you touch that and make it play music? Or I guess that's not in music mode. Let me see if I get it on music mode. Is it gonna work? Can you play music on that one? I know you're not a kid spirit, but
Something light.
turn it down a little bit. How many spirits are here with us in this room? Or next door?
Let's see, 4.
6? I don't know. How many spirits are here? Can you say it again if you did? Don't worry about it?
I think so.
Did that sound like don't worry?
Did.
Well, we'd just like to know. Are you friendly? Are you friendly spirits? Friendly people? Do you not want us here talking to you? Because we mean no harm or disrespect to you. We'd just like to learn some history here, what happened to you. Maybe you could tell us something about the Ryde Hotel from a long time ago. Or if you're from Locke or Walnut Grove or Isleton. Or even Rio Vista, maybe. Any of you from Sacramento? We've even had Sacramento come up before. Do you know if anybody's in this room here? Do you like people staying in your room for the night? Do you like visitors? What? Can you say that again? 5. Is that how many spirits are here? The ugly guy sounded like he was struggling to talk.
Yeah.
But he was like trying to say a sentence, like a full...
Yeah.
So there's 5 spirits here, is that correct? Are you here? Is that door open a little bit?
That door? I think it is.
I swear I closed it.
It looks like it's...
Maybe I just...
Doesn't it? Isn't it? Yeah, it's looking for we, right?
Yeah. Good morning. There is a light. Did you hear that?
Yes.
What light? Are you talking about the light to heaven? There is no heaven? Did it say there is no heaven?
What oven?
What oven? Oh. Or what of it, maybe? I'm not sure. I thought it said there is no heaven. Is there a heaven? What do you think? Did he say what do you think? It's like the same voice, guy, woman, huh?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
So, are you in heaven? Do you think you're in heaven? I was really hoping that psychic lady would kind of put out more than she did. Other than saying, there's no guy in that bathroom, but we're hearing a guy on this. Like,
the one that had done it for like 40 years or something?
Yeah.
I've been doing this 40 years.
yeah, I was hoping she would have said something early on, or, you know, kind of piped in more. Maybe she just thought because it's my tour, I don't know.
Just kind of let you know, give you a heads up.
Do you need help? What? Evil. So that wasn't set right, but that came through pretty clear. Evil. What's evil? Are there evil spirits around? Ooh, big hit on the K2. Did you see that? Look at that.
Wow.
Are there evil spirits in the hotel? Somebody bring evil spirits? Well, she can't blame me because I don't go in these rooms. She's kind of hinted that I brought stuff in the past. But sometimes locks. The light? The light. Where is the light? I wish they were doing this with the group. That would have been nice. But at least I'll get to post something. Do you see the light? And do you see Jesus or angels at the end of the light? And I know people that are not Christian, they kind of grit their teeth over that. But that's what they talk about. They talk about God and Jesus and angels and the devil. And
hopefully at some point in their life...
I don't hear them saying, yeah, Buddha's here, or, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Buddha's not a god anyways. He was a teacher of it.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be offensive. I'm not trying to convert anybody. It's just trying to expose them to what's, you know, in the spirit world. Because there are so many people that are skeptical or atheists that don't believe in
Or
this
they'll
stuff.
get a clue at some point, or maybe they'll be ones doing haunting sometime down the road.
And there's lots of ghost tours, but most of them don't actually do investigating. They don't actually have psychics. They don't have spirit boxes necessarily. They just tell ghost stories. That's what they do. Leave. Are you guys happy where you're at? I'm getting... So there, I'm getting 5. There's 5 spirits. 3? Are there 5 spirits still here? They almost sound like I could fucking hear them. I don't know if I heard that right. So who are the 5? Is Anna one of the 5? I thought I heard her earlier tonight. Are you trying to keep her quiet? Because she's probably the most friendly one in this hotel. Did you hear Anna?
Yeah, I did.
Ooh. Yeah, I definitely heard something about Anna. Where is Anna? Are Are you trapping her or keeping her from talking? What about Grace White? Is she here? I wish there was someone I could Google that. I know it won't come up. Was Grace White here when the town burned down? I don't. Yeah, I heard a woman. Yeah. Are you here, Grace White? What the hell was that?
Does that say Mike?
I don't know.
I don't know. It came out.
I thought it was like sick. I don't know. Was Grace White sick? Did she die of some kind of illness? Like tuberculosis or something? Or pneumonia? It was pretty common back in the day. And this area is flooded before. There's been fires. Locke itself, the Chinese originally lived in Walnut Grove, and I forgot to mention that. And their section of town burned down, not the Japanese section. The Japanese section is still there. So they went to George Locke's son, and asked him to build on his land. Is George Locke or his sons here? George Jr. or Clay? Clay would be the grandson. Are any Gianettis here or Giustis? There's also Paul. Paul might be Paulo, because I think Paulo, I can't remember if it was Gianetti or Giusti. I think it's the Giustis, yeah. Paulo Giusti. So he could be the one that was killed in the garden.
So somebody purposely killed someone else?
That's what I believe, yeah. It's not documented. The only historical record is... Did they all never get out?
Something like that, yeah.
Are you stuck? Where you're at? Are you stuck here? Make the lights flash, green the red if you're stuck here. If you can't tell me, or if you're having trouble, if you don't mind. Can you make the green light go to red if you're stuck here, or trapped, or want to move on? Okay, I don't see it flashing, so I guess you like being here. Is that correct? You like being here? Flash the green. Green the red if you like being here. I think you'd want to move on. Wouldn't you get bored? Don't you get bored? I've had spirits tell me different locations that they're cold, which is weird. They don't have actual bodies. But I think it's more of a metaphor that they're alone or missing the warmth of having other people around. Do you get cold or lonely? Flash the lights over here. Touch this if you get lonely. Do you miss being with people?
And I will call.
Not at all, yeah. Alright. You sound real friendly. Are you in hell?
Where are you?
Yeah, where are you? Are you in hell? Is this your purgatory? What is this for you? I think it's purgatory for him. I really do. I think they're like stuck here by choice or something. I don't know. Are you afraid of going to hell, meeting your maker? If you go to the light, somebody might make you go to hell.
Think he was not waiting to go to the gate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or maybe they think they have powers and this is cool. Like trying to scare people. I think some of them like trying to scare people. Plus they could spy on them. Spy on them in the bathroom. I've seen things in the bathrooms before. Shadow figures by the shower stalls are in there. I've seen a cologne bottle fall right in front of my eyes in the bathroom before.
Wow.
Oh yeah. They'll do physical things. Not always, but just...
Yeah.
Well, there was one spirit that was hanging around for a while, and I can't remember where he was coming from. Because I go to so many places, it's hard to keep track.
Yeah.
And they don't always tell me their name, and I don't always see them, like, can describe them. Sometimes I can, though. But I knew it was a guy, and I was watching the movie Carrie, and it got to the scene with the pig's blood. And all of a sudden, the movie malfunctioned, the lights started to flicker, and I saw a shadow figure at the same time. And I went back to the movie like an hour later, and the same thing happened again.
Wow.
Shadow figure, yeah. So it was sending me some kind of message. That was also around the time things were moving, like bag of dog treats flew off the fridge when I turned on the lights.
Wow.
The timing of it was too weird.
Yeah.
Other things would fall. I hear footsteps. There was a guy walking around. Clear footsteps walking around at night. The door opened. And then I think it was around the same time I was at work. And I was talking to a teacher's aide. And she was also into this. She was an empath. And I saw a shadow figure behind her. Told her that. And then later, same area. I'm looking at the textbook for answers. There was a red head on there and it started to wiggle. And I could almost not contain myself. There was a class in there, and I was like, oh my God. So I kind of went over and told her, but I mean, that kind of thing doesn't happen very often.
No, not at all.
But I have had spirits open the door for me. I'll go outside and either leave it a little bit ajar or not, or sometimes it'll be closed, and they'll open the door right when I'm walking up. I've also had another time where I was meeting some friends over by Davis. But I went to Rayleigh's, so we were by Rayleigh's. And this Mustang goes by, and I drive a beat-up Mustang. And he revs it, and my car lights go on, but they're not automatic lights. They don't go on unless I turn them on.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had all kinds of weird things happen. Of course, I wish that on a tour. Where's your friend? Christy? I was going to bring her up because I think I mentioned to you, I don't know if you guys were with us when I was tonight. Little guy Ryan was pouring Christy, was going to pour her a glass of water and a flute. And right before the liquid went in there, it just shattered. Did you guys hear that part?
No.
It shattered, cut her really bad too. But I saw, no, that was a few months ago.
Wow.
And we all saw it. Broad daylight morning during a Sunday brunch. Ooh, we got something here. And then Ryan told me that one of their glassware, I guess a lid to something, completely shattered by itself.
Wow.
So it had been going on. Some other things breaking had been going on. Shot? Who was shot? What? Is there somebody here? Can you make the green light go to red too? Make the green light or touch this REM pod here, the antenna. Please. Can you show us what you can do? How much energy do you have? Can you make things go off? It just went away right when I... Can you make the green light flicker over here? Go to red, please. I think sometimes they get tired of entertaining us.
And I will.
Yeah, like I said, I don't mean to disrespect to you guys. I know I ask you to do things and appreciate it when you do. It's just to help us believe that you exist, that there's an afterlife of some sort. Because there are a lot of people that don't believe in spirits or God or demons or angels.
And my theory on that is that maybe some of them are stuck because of that.
What's that?
If they don't believe in anything. And what
I would,
happens,
yeah.
You don't know what,
Yeah.
you know, there's a...
Oh, I can guarantee you there's going to be more ghosts in the
future.
future because atheism is big now.
Yeah.
There's just so many people that don't believe
Yeah.
in anything.
So I think it'll come as a shock to them in the system.
Oh, I would think
you
it'll
know,
come to a
they
shock.
don't know where, yeah. They don't know.
But that's partially why I do this. Is just
Believing and, yeah.
try to get them to believe in something. I don't claim to have any special powers or know it all
Some
or
of them are
anything.
asking for help too. That,
Oh, yeah.
that's where you can come in and help them. That they.
I try to, but
to look towards, and that's their choice.
yeah, and it is their choice, and they don't always move on.
Maybe not right yet, perhaps, but
I've had one guy in a cemetery in Modesto, Acacia Cemetery. I did a recording. This is before I had the equipment I have now. I just did a voice recording. And in it, I had asked if he was driving. On his grave, it said he was 15. So I was with a friend. I was debating whether he's old enough to drive, like 15 and a half.
yeah.
And on the recording, he goes, "I'm driving." And we went by his grave, and she told him to move on, go to the light. And right then, I saw, it looked like a multicolored meteor, but I can't really describe the colors, shoot off from midair by a tree into the sky. Not down like a meteor, but like shoot up into the sky.
Yeah, and maybe that's all it really needed. But
Yeah.
he didn't know what to look for. What you know.
And I've had other spirits that I might not have seen them move on, but they don't come back. You don't hear from them again. There's a lady that actually lives in my parents' house, and I helped my father take care of my mother. She's disabled. She's got MS. And, early on, I would smell roses, and here years ago, a long time ago when I was in college, would hear a woman coming down the hallway, and this is before I kind of accepted all this, or my abilities. And I would hear this arthritic knee popping, somebody's walking down the hall, almost sound like with a cane. And I would smell perfume, and I would smell roses, and I'd get really freaked out.
Yeah.
I'd be chatting with friends on the computer online and telling them this, they think I'm nuts and stuff. But it happened all the time. And there was one morning, I smelled this really strong old-fashioned cologne smell. There's nothing that I wear or anybody wears. And it stuck around to the next morning. It lingered in the kitchen and in the computer. But around the time that demon bothered me that I showed you a picture of, and it stuck around for over a month. It might have been like 2 months even. A lot of weird things happened. It messed with the phones really bad. Mobile and landline phones.
Really? Wow.
It would ring, nobody would be there, or it'd ring, and there could be other voices on there. Not the person I'm talking to. Some of my friends heard it. It would disconnect them. We'd hear like growls. And then there was one time I called an ER nurse about sending my mother back because we were all getting sick. We all got these weird bacterial infections.
Wow.
Well, my parents were hospitalized for a month. My father was in the hospital for a month with C. diff, which the doctor's like, "Did you go to a third world country?" And he goes, "No, we didn't travel." My mother had UTI. I had UTI. I fought it off homeopathically. It took days, but she had to go in and out of the hospital. Because she's bedbound, I think the Kaiser kept sending her back.
Yeah.
So I'm calling up this nurse about sending her back because she wasn't coherent, and she was fighting me. And it was very hard to take care of her alone. And of course, all this weird paranormal shit's going on. I'm seeing like this black anaconda thing going down the hallway, or tall shadow figure. My dog would see it too. She'd be looking down the hall. I see it at the same time. Like, oh shit, you see it too, Shafasha. And it appeared at work in a place that shouldn't be haunted, brand new school. During lunch, I saw this black anaconda thing slither along towards me, and all I could say was hello. I didn't. But I call this ER nurse. I'm telling what's going on, and all of a sudden I hear this guy that's grumbling on there, and he goes, "No!" I don't know if she heard it, but apparently my mother said she heard it even on the phone. She could hear it.
Wow.
But that was bad. And it got really hot in the house. It was still like November and smelly, and it smelled like death by her bed, and she smelled it too. It smelled like somebody died. But yeah, all the signs, you know, like
Trying to take her? Or take
I
over
think
something
so. I
else?
think it was trying to get us. Yeah, trying to kill us.
Yeah.
I just saw something right there. Flicker a light right on the curtain, that thing there. Can you show yourself? I don't have my flash on.
Not a big problem, is that it?
I didn't catch that one. It sounds like the same one or two guys, right?
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
deep
Same
voice.
voice.
Are you Don or Scott? Or Paul? Who are you? I can't remember the Italian guy's name that was murdered.
Oh,
Fontanini, but I don't remember the first name. I never ask about him. Are you Fontanini? Parli Italiano? But yeah, I had to do a lot of smudging and a lot of prayers. I never got a priest. Usually I suggest getting a priest to come and bless the home, but I've learned now, because I've had cases where they try to get a priest and they tell them they won't help them. They think they're either nuts or a liability.
the priest do to the
priests do, yes. There's one house in Rio Vista. She lives right next to a Catholic church, and she told them what was going on. And her situation is complicated too. She was renting out to a preacher in town in this weird little church called Re Church, R-E. And she evicted him because he wasn't maintaining things. And that was the same time that she started getting this activity, demonic activity, broke up her marriage. It's pestered her for years ever since. She says it throws things, garbage can lids, scares her, scratches her. She came to an Ileton tour and she got scratched. She said, I didn't see it, but I noticed when I was spraying my holy water spray, she was acting really weird. Like she couldn't hold herself up. She was like teetering and kind of like almost like she's gonna fall over or something. I went to her place and it didn't seem real dramatic. There was a guy that kept coming through named Israel. And I think he was a guy that died in the area from a shooting, like a drive-by Latino dude. Yeah. And I'd asked her, was this a farmhouse before? Is this an apartment? And she goes, yeah, it was a farmhouse before. But there was something else there, and it didn't want to interact with me. And we heard, it